presented by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Hello again and welcome, Rich Lerner, alongside my friend Frank Nobilo. We are at the home of golf, Scotland, the old course at St. Andrews. Frank, what are some of the distinctive features to this wonderful old course?
I think when you just sort of look at the bullet points, people are going to look at the shared greens and how huge they are and the pot bunkers, but it has the most famous par 4 in the world. That's the road hole. And, of course, it has the most famous bunker, which is the road hole bunker. You couldn't build it today, hit across the corner of a hotel and hit it to a green that's got a road behind it, but it works.
Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up. It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
This is a good-looking shot. You can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated offline.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. -1 and really going. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Just a little tap in here. That's a par, and that keeps the scorecard clean, still even for the round. Here we are now at the second. Always so important to try and establish a good round in these opening holes, Frank.
In the second hole, especially with a prevailing breeze and today's modern equipment, the odd player has actually driven this green, but you really see the tone of the golf course. The middle of the golf course is protected. There's a series of bunkers down there, but the left is always the safe side of the golf course, but the best line to play your second shot from on the whole golf course is always the right side, and we see that here at the second.
And that's going to stay on the fairway here at the second hole. Second shot coming out of the rough here. So on the putting surface and taking a good look now at this birdie putt here at the second. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special. This looks like it's going to find the target.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
That was a good run right there. Almost went in.
At least he's seen the line as it went past the hole. So just replicate that on the way back.
One under early in the round. Makeable putt right here. He is currently sitting at 1 under for the round. That is a solid par putt. On the tee box here at the third now. Frank, all these holes look relatively straightforward. Can a golfer get lured in a kind of a false sense of security off the tee here at the old course?
No, well, you can. This hole, the third hole, even shorter than the second, so reachable. But a lot of people tend to bail out towards the left. That's the middle of the golf course. And that leaves you a devilish little pitch or short wedge across that big gaping bunker that protects both the third and the 15th green. So once again, you want to drive the ball down the right side, but there's a series of pot bunkers there.
Frank, that swing looks lively and strong.
Oh, that had to fly 300. It's close to 310. I'm loving that balance.
Ready for his second shot, trying to knock it on the green. So a chance for birdie after another solid approach shot. Setting up for an approach shot here. Getting set now over the putt. He'd settle for par here. Stays at 1 under with that par. It's a big putt right here for birdie. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. Frank, a much more difficult hole here at the fourth at the old course.
Yeah, that new championship tee is really made for a very hard par 4. Two ways to play it. Down the right, that's a very, very narrow strip of fairway. Most will go to the left side, a little more conservative. But either way, tough second shot. Whoop, this is taken off on a weird line.
And it's going to be in the rough, it looks like. Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Chance to set himself up for a good scoring opportunity with his second shot here. This is a long putt. Really, the key is the speed. If it drops, that's a bonus.
Now putt for par.
And getting ready for the putt. Frank, that's not one you're necessarily thinking about making.
No, just a good putt, though. There's no two ways about that. He's putting well.
Well, you couldn't ask for much more than that, except to make it. Shouldn't be a problem here. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Just 5 feet left. Nice par to remain 1 under.
That's plain not fair.
Boy, this game is cruel, Frank. You get on a roll and then smack. Hits you right in the face and knocks you down. Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. What makes the old course at St. Andrews so memorable is not just the round of golf, but it's the setting. It's the old town. It's people watching from the windows nearby. All of that makes it really a good experience. Right in the heart of the fairway, green light special. It is a windy day out here, Frank. My hat just blew off. This is going to affect the players' shots, that's for sure. That was a big, bold strike, and now a chance for a big, bold move. Putt for eagle coming up. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Speed wasn't bad on that long putt, but the read wasn't very good. These putts keep the round together. Oh, man.
I just pushed it.
Boy, that hurts. And he's putting for birdie now. Just like that, now at 2 under.
Even par currently.
That takes him to 1 under on the day. Moving on to the par 4 6th hole here at the birthplace of golf. This hole shares a green actually with the 12th. How do you work your way around this hole, Frank?
Some sort of tee shot, 3 bunkers that look like they're in the left center of the fairway and a series of bunkers down the right. So somehow bisect those and then you set yourself up to a green with a false front.
Excellent drive, Frank, right where you want to be. Setting up for another approach, our featured golfer has continued that excellent play from earlier in the round.
Indeed, there's no better feeling in the world than when you know you're firing on all cylinders. Hitting fairways, second shot's just going straight at the flag. Right now, everything is working.
Terrific golf shot. And now, that for an easy birdie. And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. You don't want to let this one get away. This is about concentration and focus at this point. Ooh, good effort right there. Almost made it. Great shot to get the birdie. Just a little tap in here. Did the job right there. Now, 7th hole here at the old course, Frank.
Ideal line, just hit your tee shot over the March stone. The bunker on the 11th green actually often comes into play, called the shell bunker. So anything a little bit right of that, but very difficult green for the approach shot coming up. Game's about rhythm. When you have good rhythm, it just looks effortless. To hit the ball 300 yards through the air. That easy.
Wow, that is a monster drive down there. About 315 yards.
You know, this is not heading in the right direction.
Well, it looks like it's going to be in the rough. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good, clean contact and a nice result. And a chance for birdie coming up. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. Frankie's cranking it and banking it. Giant drives, a boatload of birdies. What a round.
Yeah, these are the days you just dream for. We know golf's not that easy. But on a day like today, savor it and just keep going. Keep doing it. It's no snack, though.
One more turn of the golf ball.
Hubert Green once said 99% of putts that come up short don't go in.
So a tester from 4 feet. Well done, and 3 under for the day. This would give him the par. Has it, and he's 2 under par. Par 3 8th hole here at the Open Championship. And Frank, why is it so difficult to get the ball close here?
Well, there's the bunker on the left side. There's a little bit of a downslope there. This is the first par 3 that you'll play, and it's just tough to judge that distance perception. You've really got to be accurate on your yardage here.
Good swing, good shot yet again. I mean, that's how the game is played, right there.
He's just making it look so easy. That birdie coming up, formality.
With 180 yards now to the flag stick. Frank, at a 72-hole stroke play event, do you like birdie fests where, say, 28, 30 under par might win it, or do you like a good old-fashioned grind them out where you might be able to win the championship at, say, 7, 8 under par?
Yeah, I like the latter, really, because I think it tests the mental fortitude. Normally, if people are in the mid-20s under, the golf course is a little easier. It's a little more forgiving. Greens are flatter and all that. And therefore, I'm not saying it's one-dimensional, but it's closer to that. When you have a good old barn brawn out there with the rough thick and bunkers are difficult and greens are fast and undulating, every part of your game is stressed to the limit. And, sort of 10 under, I always think, is like a really good litmus test for a great tournament.
Getting set now over the putt. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. So just a formality here. That puts them at 4 under for the round. Always so important to finish your first 9 holes on a positive note here at the Open Championship.
Yeah, the 9th hole, this is the most extreme part, furthest away from the clubhouse, in the middle of the loop here. A good drive, though, that avoids those bunkers has every chance of finding this par 4 with your tee shot.
That is tasty looking right there, Frank. Just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Chance to close out the front side here with a birdie. Ready for a second shot, trying to knock it on the green. This one looks like it's headed right for the middle of the dance floor, Frank.
Rather nice shot, I would say.
Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Missed on that one, Frank.
Yeah, not a problem.
Just a couple of feet. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. In for par. Now at the 10th, and Bobby Jones loved this hole, didn't he?
And that's why it's been renamed Bobby Jones. Drivable for a lot of the players, but if you're going to have a crack at this green, avoid the gorse down the left side, as well as the two pot bunkers that are in line with the right side of this green.
He has given this one the full treatment. Perfect release through the ball. And this shot is on the fairway, over 300 yards. Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Setting up for an approach shot here. Early part of this second nine, a good approach shot. Now, pretty good chance for birdie.
Second shot.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus.
How did that not go in? Just a fraction too aggressive. Remember, line and speed go together.
Sometimes you want that birdie so badly, and all of a sudden you're faced with a lot of work, more work than you had hoped for, just to make the par. Starting to put something special together. 6 under par. Trying to move on with a par in his pocket. Two under par for the round. Frank, another famous hole, this time the par 311.
Yeah, this hole was made famous by the left bunker, which is called the Hill, where Bobby Jones, when he first played St Andrews, couldn't get the ball out of the bunker, so in the end he actually ripped up his scorecard. A lot's changed since then, but the hole hasn't lost its luster.
No problems there. Really good approach shot. And now, good look at birdie. Players bracing against these strong, gusty winds. Really a challenge out there. That looked like a miss hit, Frank.
The lie was okay. It's a little surprising. Maybe wrong club.
Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Now to 7 under par. Not a gimme, but well within his range. Well, too bad. He gives one back. Frank, how do you like the 12th hole here at St. Andrews?
Well, it's a beautiful par 4. You start to see the village of St. Andrews in the background, Eden Estuary to the right, and also decision time. If you're long enough, it's certainly worth having a crack at this par 4 with your tee shot. But if you're not a long hitter, then you've really got to worry about those 4 beautifully and well strategic positioned bunkers in the middle of the fairway.
Frank, not the longest hitter, but sometimes you win tournaments by putting it in a good spot, and that's where we are right here, 280 yards out.
Yeah, 280 down the middle of the fairway. That'll never get you in trouble.
What was he thinking there?
I have no earthly idea.
Playing this par 4, still not on the green after that second shot.
That's still not done. A good third shot. Maybe get away here with par.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
That's how you play the game, right there. Stick it in close and then knock in the birdie. Settles in, looking to knock it in tight. These winds have held up all day long, definitely playing a part in the shot making we're seeing out there today. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just slides by.
Yeah, can't afford to miss too many of those out here today.
So a tester from 4 feet. Got it for par. Makeable putt right here, currently sitting at 1 under for the round. Did the job right there. Now to the par 4 13th, and again, Frank, it's all about avoiding the bunkers.
Yeah, another hole that forces you to go either right or left of something that you can see. The 2 bunkers called the coffins right up ahead. You can also go beyond those, and if you do, then you've got a much shorter shot in, but you've got to avoid those fairway bunkers. They are very costly.
A great way to start a hole, nicely placed in the fairway. This, the second shot here at the par 4.
That's an absolute beauty.
From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. Can't hide the flagstick from that man.
He is just unbelievable. That never deviated off line.
Third shot, looking for a good one. Getting set now over the putt. That had to really hurt, Frank, because it looked good all the way.
Well, this will test his mettle.
Shouldn't be a problem here. Continues to amaze. Yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. So with that, the score is now at even par. Frank, what's the strategy here at the 14th?
If you can't go for this par 5 and 2, Rich, there is another option where you can go left. And I mean left of left. That's down the 4th fairway. That's across the Elysian Fields, as they call it, which is a set of sort of hummocks that run down the middle. And you can find a flat lie there and come across at about a 45-degree angle for your third shot for 14.
Frank, right where you want to be.
Wouldn't be better if it was on a tee.
Nice position, short grass, second shot. Good lie in the fairway. A good chance to make something happen here. Frank, what's so compelling about rivalries in sports is that athletes need each other if they're going to go to great heights. Joe Frazier needed Muhammad Ali to solidify his legend. Jack Nicklaus probably needed Arnold Palmer to go to a place that he had not been. And I think that's true across the board as we look at rivalries in sports.
I think it defines careers, Rich. It's not until those players retire that they realised how important it was to have that foe. You know, so often we're living in the present like we are now with Tiger Woods and Rory McIlroy. And it's not for years to come that we'll realise the sport wouldn't have been the same with one without the other.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Midway through this back nine, could use this birdie here at the 14th. Okay, here comes the third shot. It's about 120 yards. That's what's left. Man, not a good shot at all.
It was wicked.
And about 1 1/4 left to the hole. Not enough on that one.
Yeah, it just seemed to baby it.
Just trying to make clean contact from the rough. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt.
Well, I thought they'd at least pick up a shot. Birdie looked like a sitter. Now at par.
Today's coverage brought to you by EA Sports and the PGA Tour. Getting set for all the action on what my idol Vin Scully would have said was a beautiful afternoon here in the Sunshine State. Rich Lerner alongside Frank Nobilo for EA Sports. Getting ready at Wetlands Golf and Country Club. An interesting layout, Frank. The players are ready to go. And what are you thinking about as you get set to tee off?
Well, you're thinking about you're going to play a long golf course, sort of mid-7,000 yard range. But this is a golf course that you actually do get to hit your driver more often than not. So it's a good driving golf course. Green's relatively flat as well, but be careful if you're a little weak of heart. Look left or right, you might see the odd gator or two.
And from the fairway for his second shot here. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Paying attention like a little kid at school, Frank. That baby's sitting up.
Sitting up? It's got the best view as well. You don't even need binoculars from where that ball is.
Slight waggle, relaxed arms, ready to go. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, giving him another good look. Now his third, staring right at the green. getting ready for the putt. That's not how you picture it, Frank, when you step on that first tee.
No, you'd like to go back to that first tee right now and start again.
Right about 9 feet here to the hole. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knocking in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the course.
And so just getting started, even par so far. On to the second hole, par 3 of 225 yards. Good hole, Frank.
It certainly is, and the two bunkers, one left and one right, they remind you where not to go, but they don't really encroach on the green. So stay with a positive attitude on that tee, and you'll find that green is plenty big enough.
That will be a great look at birdie. We're also seeing more long putters in the game.
Yeah, there's a choice. If you don't feel comfortable with a normal grip and you've got a few nerve issues, then you can, well, use a longer version, jam it in your chest, have a different fulcrum point.
Not a gimme, but well within his range. In the hole, and that'll bring the score to 1 under. Locked in on the read and the speed. And now at 1 under for the round. The third hole here at the Wetlands is a par 4, 460 yards. Frank, it appears to be a pretty straightforward tee shot.
It is, and actually, Rich, when I was watching the Web.com event here, this is where I saw those young, talented players really take advantage of a hole like this. Just ramrod straight. They teed it up and just ripped it down there, and these are the sort of holes they can often make 3 on. Bunkers sort of short, left and right. Plenty of green to work with. Nice, high-flying second shot will be well rewarded here.
Always makes the hole easier, playing it from the fairway. Right out of the center of the bat.
Did you hear that?
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
the heart of the fairway, 180 yards in. Another good swing, and it looks like, Frank, another really good shot. That is a really good shot landing close to the flagstick. And it is in.
Amazing. Amazing.
Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. So 2 under early on. Wow, check this out, Frank. Par 3 fourth, 250 yards. This is a really cool hole.
It is. You tee off and that tee shot right across the swampland into a crescent-shaped green. And, of course, it is protected by that bunker that just cuts in. It doesn't give you very much depth on that middle line of the green. So if the pin's in the middle, that's when the hole plays its most difficult.
Frank, that ball's sitting up like it's on plush carpeting.
Rich, if you and I had lies like that every time, we'd still be playing this game for a living.
Birdie try up next. Frank, you like his chances to walk away with a par here?
Well, with a good shot, Rich, yeah, that's certainly on the cards in that. And you think you just write a par down at the end of the hole, don't tell anyone about it. It certainly won't affect the scorecard at the end of the day. So that's the goal right here.
It's a big putt right here for birdie. Oh, man, just slides by. And only a tap in left. Good putt. Standing over this putt, concentrating on the read. Holding steady now at 2 under par. Did the job right there. Good look now at the 5th hole here at the Wetlands, par 5, and it's a good one, 635 yards. right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special.
Now, this is not heading in the right direction.
It looks like it's going to be in the rough. Just a little offline, so now, Frank, he's going to have to deal with a rough.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how strong he is. Second shot.
This has really been a challenge all day long with these winds coming from different directions, changing speeds. It's gone from 15 upwards to 25 miles per hour. Really a test for the players. There's a bunker over there. I think he's headed for it. He got away with one right there. Just missed that bunker.
Yeah, that looked like it was sand the whole way.
Shot now from the rough. Frank, what's he facing?
Well, the lie first and foremost. If it's sitting down, then obviously you're not going to get a very good contact. Nothing wrong with coming up a little bit short of the green. Problem is turning one mistake into another. Well, from in trouble, Rich, at least he's back in play.
On the fairway from the rough. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Very well done. Almost made it.
Yeah, there'll be no stress for the next one.
He'll have 17 feet on this putt. Well, you can't make them all. You'd like to, but you can't. Shouldn't be a problem here. He got robbed, Frank.
No, it's like kissing your mother-in-law.
This to avoid a huge number. This is for bogey. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Just a little tap in here. That's a bogey. On to the par 4 sixth here at the Wetlands. And Frank, how does that water factor into the way you play this hole?
It bisects this fairway beautifully, Rich. 233 yards to the run out on the first section of fairway. And that might be worth considering for the short hitters. To try and flash it across the narrowest part of those wetlands, 276 yards. And of course, the more horsepower you got, actually the easier this tee shot becomes.
Second from an excellent lie. That is an excellent play right there. The approach, getting him another good look. From a perfect position, ready to play his next shot. This is going to be a tough day on the links. I mean, even the Seagulls are walking to work. Settles in over the putt. Drops the putt to go to 2 under. These putts keep the round together. Now at -2 for the day. Here's another scoring opportunity, Frank. A par 5. The 7th is just a shade under 600 yards.
And it bends gently to the left, Rich. Longer hitters can obviously get home, and nothing really to be worrying about with that second shot if you can reach. The wetlands are well to the right of this hole for the second shot. But if you want to play to the 3-shotter, then that's a very safe, conservative way and really shouldn't cause you any problems whatsoever.
And from that position, a good chance to get at this hole location at number 7. Nice position, short grass, second shot. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag. Safely on deck.
He's knocked it on the green, but not in a great position. This is a difficult chance coming up here. Long birdie try. Now his third, staring right at the green. This is a pretty long putt here. You'd be happy to get this to within 2 or 3 feet. You really want to take the stress out of that next putt. Always two components to the long lag putt, the speed, number one, and then the read. And missed out on that second part. Getting set now over the putt.
Good read, good line, well played.
Just a couple of feet. Nice par to remain at 2 under. On to the 8th. It's a par 3, 203 yards. What's going on here, Frank?
Interesting par 3, really. It looks anything other than a straightaway hole. That bunker short of this green gives you like an optical illusion. You think it's lapping up with the front of this green, but there's actually sort of 3 or 4 yards before you get to the putting surface. A little bit of a drop off behind this green, and it narrows out the deeper the green gets. So tricky little par 3.
Appears to be a smart shot, Frank.
Yeah, no problem here. That's going to fly all the way.
Birdie try up next. Birdie chance here. Very long putt, though.
Got to be a little careful if it gets away on him.
That would have been a real bonus had it dropped, but as it is, good putt. Just needs to keep it steady here over the putt. Oh, he's going to love it. Great putt. Shouldn't be a problem here, but not a formality either. With authority, count it as a par and 2 under. Finishing up the front side here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club with a par 5, 621 yards.
There's something about a well-hit shot.
Just a good solid tee shot right there, about 280 yards. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. Set for his next shot from a good position in the fairway. This has really been impressive. High level of golf today, putting on a clinic out there. Third shot, looking for a good one. Frank, at this, the highest level of the game, the margins are so razor thin between winning and losing. It becomes about not wasting shots, and I think that's why players really enjoy stroke play.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Rich. That's why the best players, they want every shot to count, and the best format of golf that requires that is stroke play. In match play, you can get away with a big number. In stroke play, they want it to be a body of work. Every single shot adding to the score.
I'll make this about 100 yards. Third shot. That should be pretty good right there. On the safe side. 10-foot putt left. That's birdie, and that's just another example of how everything seems to be clicking today, especially on the greens.
Yeah, good green reading too. You've got to take your hat off to that. The line has been perfect and the pace has matched it.
Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Well, that was a nearly flawless performance on the front side, but Frank, we know it's an 18-hole game, isn't it?
That's right. Now's not the time to pat yourself on the back.
Not terrible, but not his best.
Yeah, outside chance, really, for birdie, but really, it was a rather poor approach shot.
Frank, this one's not looking good.
Yeah, certainly not down the fairway line, heading toward the rough.
Into the thick stuff, that's a difficult lie. Second shot coming out of the rough here. Frank, I'm not saying he should pull out driver here, but this is a long putt.
Greens are fast, though. You never know. Good line, good pace. Might have a chance.
Well, that's not the way you wanted to start out the backside here.
Yeah, you can't afford from inside 10 feet. You feel like you have to make those, and I mean, they really sting when they miss.
Starting the back nine on a sour note here with a drop shot, bogey at the 10th. And getting ready for the putt. We're just playing a nice round of golf. Has that one for par, and now at 5 under par. This to surrender, only one shot. In for a bogey. Par 4 11th, 443 yards. What's the best strategy here, Frank?
Somehow find the fairway, Rich. This is brutal. Miss it left or miss it right. But it's Florida. Fairways are wide enough, soft enough. But a good tee shot still going to leave you a lengthy second. Ooh, nice little bounce forward. Should be close to 300, 290.
second shot. Good look at the green. Early part of this back nine and a good approach shot. Now we'll have this for birdie. Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Seems to like it. Looks like it's headed for the green.
Really. This is an awkward length.
Don't leave it short. Wow. These putts keep the round together. Oh my gosh, that hurts. Came to the putt excited to make birdie. Now, settle for par.
Yeah, little change in the attitude right now. When you've let one go, you've got to really knuckle down there and make sure you don't drop a shot. It's important that this one goes in.
Has it for par, stays at -5. Just a tap in to finish the hole. That takes him to 1 under on the day. Stepping up to the tee at the first par 5 on this back nine. It's the 12th, and it is 576 yards.
Yeah, this hole bends to the right, opposite direction to what 11 does. A good tee shot, and you can actually think about reaching this par 5 and 2, but anything around the front or front left, it's still going to leave a relatively simple pitch shot. So when you stand on that tee, think of birdie at least here.
Not the longest, but not bad. 295 yards in the fairway. Second from an excellent lie. And he steps up to take this shot from the fairway. Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. Bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Early part of this second nine with good approach shot. And now, pretty good chance for birdie. And he's set up for his third shot here, looking to get it on the green with this. Frank, through the years, we have seen countless what we would call good ball strikers, great swingers of the golf club, but there is something else that separates those kinds of players with the truly great achievers in the sport. What is it?
Great achievers have more than one plan. I think most players, it's always good if they're playing their golf. But what do you do if your driving is off or if your iron play is off? Do you have a plan B? Great players not only have a plan B, they have a plan C as well. And that's the difference. So when you set foot on the first tee, you've also got to be aware of, what if my driver doesn't go as well as I would like to, or my iron play isn't as sharp? Can I still compete?
So they can turn 74 into a 71.
That's right. And at the end of a 4-day tournament, the 71 doesn't look so bad, even if somebody shot 65 that day. Remember, as you know, and both of us know now, when you look at 4 days, someone always plays average for a day, but they don't play bad.
Golf tournaments aren't 100-yard sprints, they're marathons. And rolls it in. Nice putt. This one just requires a little bit of focus. Just a couple of feet. Impressive. Once again, that's a par, remaining at 5 under. Now to the par 4 13th. Frank, what are the options here?
Well, another straight one required here, Rich. It's 450. It's not overly long in today's standard, but still, that fairway widens up where the longer hitters will actually hit. And bunkers, once again, short of a green. So as long as you can fly that second shot to at least the front of the green, then they really do not come into play.
Frank, not overly long, but still a pretty good spot and in the fairway.
Yeah, that's in that 280 mark.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
And he's set up for his second shot here, looking to knock it on the green. Wow, Frank, he is dialed in.
Yeah, that was just some shot on there. Easy birdie.
In the fairway, sitting up nicely, and just 155 yards to go.
Oh, solid strike right in the heart of the green. No snack though.
Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect. but it is going to hurt the course.
Really not much to this. The only issue would be a lack of concentration or focus. Takes it to 3 under for the day. Moving on to the tricky 14th here at the Wetlands. It's 204 yards, but there is plenty of trouble out there. And about 210 yards to the flagstick here on this par 3.
Not too bad. It's about 23 feet away.
He didn't hit the flagstick, but he still has a chance. Boy, this could be a tough one right here, Frank.
It's a very long putt, Rich. Obviously, it's difficult, but he still has a shot to sink this one for birdie.
Close. Couldn't ask for much more on that putt. "18-footer.
You'd like that one again.
Made a good run at birdie. He'll have to focus now. Try to walk away with the par. Shouldn't be a problem here.
Well, for such a strong man, weak putt.
Now I'll have to make this just to avoid making Michael Dublé. Could use this, putt for par. Just an amazing display. The records continue to fall. Just a little tap in here. Now at -2 for the day. Final par 5 on the backside here at the Wetlands, 590 yards. He makes a great pass at the golf ball. It's powerful, but it's rhythmic at the same time. Right where they were aiming, in the fairway. Now from a good position in the fairway, his second shot. right in the heart of the fairway. Green light special. That is tasty looking right there from just a perfect spot in the fairway.
That is prime real estate. How do you get a lie like that? Seriously, you could hit any club from there.
Frank, really good chance from this position to make a birdie.
Yeah, really the only thing he's looking at right now is the flag. This is a green light special.
Good swing, good shot yet again. Well, that is an exceptional shot on the green and in position for a birdie.
Yeah, it's a formality now.
Setting up for an approach shot here. And getting ready for the putt. So with that made, now at 3 under par. So a tester from 4 feet. Continues to amaze, yet another birdie, and what a day it's been. 16th hole at the Wetlands is a par 4, 455 yards.
Once again, another reward for a straight tee shot, but this green heavily guarded by sand. So, good tee shot. Well, this one, you're going to have to hit one of the better iron shots required at Wetlands. What a great shot.
That one is in the fairway, down there about 290 yards. Excellent lie, 155 yards away. Doing whatever he wants with that golf ball. Moving it left, moving it right, hitting it straight when it's called for. He's doing it all. Second shot, good look at the green. That puts them at 4 under for the round. He has a birdie opportunity here. 7 under on the day. 17th at the Wetlands, par 3, 238 yards. Frank, how would you describe this hole?
Well, it's a hole really that shapes up well for a nice little high draw. See the angle of the green pointing slightly to the right. A nice little draw into this par 3. And that'll find the nice avenue. Maybe a kick forward, 15, 20 feet left for birdie. And if you birdied 16, chance to birdie 17 as well.
Chance for birdie after that beautiful shot. This is a 22-foot putt.
Had every chance of going in.
This one just requires a little bit of focus. Hard putt, soft hands, beautiful roll. Frank, putting such a crucial part of the game. That's where you make your score.
Everybody sees a putt differently. Some people like to putt to a spot. Some people imagine the whole line. But one thing that they both look at is where the ball will go into the hole. In other words, a right to left putt won't go in the front, it'll go in the right side.
Final hole here at the Wetlands Golf and Country Club. It's par 4. It's not a long one, 377 yards. There must be some trouble out there somewhere.
Well, not really if you keep your wits about you. Just position the tee shot. You don't have to hit driver down here. Even a 3-wood's only going to leave a short iron. If you 3-wood, 250, 260 yards, do the maths, it's only 120 yards left. With that, with a scoring club, try and get that inside 10, 15 feet. Finish with a birdie.
But if you stray, then what?
Oh, no, we don't think of straying on this hole. This is the last hole. Got to finish well.
But I'm thinking about gators. Are there gators out there?
Well, there's gator on the menu.
Well, this one's sweet, Frank.
Super.
Frank, this is a position where a player is absolutely licking his chops here. Good chance to make a birdie.
Yeah, this is when this game just looks like fun. The bunkers don't seem to be in play. The only thing you're really looking at right now is just the flag.
Well, this one should be safely on deck here. Great way to finish off the final approach shot with a birdie opportunity. Down the hill from here, Frank probably going to go with one club less. Getting set now over the putt. Just misses. Well, there's an opportunity wasted.
Just knock it in for a par, and let's forget about this one. Golf is not about perfect, but it is going to hurt the cause.
Finished the round with an impressive 67. As this putt for birdie.
moves to -8.
Frank, solid effort today. What's your assessment?
Golf like that can certainly result in wins, that's for sure. But more importantly, the opportunity to get one.